Page 105. A road rises. Am I on the right page? Yes, this is misnumbered. Excuse me 1 second. I renumbered these pages. I actually took out some problems. I know you will be sad that I took out. There are a bunch of these. Okay, 105 is what we want. A road rises at an angle of 5 degrees. So here's the road. There's 5 degrees. If a car drives 2 miles up the road, how much does it ascend? So we're looking for this distance right here. I'm going to call that the ascent. And that's the unknown. So we know hypotenuse. We want to know opposite. And we know theta. So the sine of 5 degrees equals opposite over hypotenuse. So I will multiply both sides by 2, and I will get an approximate ascent. This is a car driving 2 miles, so I wouldn't expect anything earth-shattering. I get 0.17 mile, so not even a whole mile. If you wanted to convert this to feet, you could do the conversion. A mile equals 5,280 feet. And that is going to be giving us an answer for 1/1700ths of a mile. So you'll multiply these two. 5,280 times 0.17 is 897.6 divided by 1 is 897.6 feet. So if they said that you must give the answer in feet, that's what you could do. I don't know that you would ever have to do that, but it's very possible. So I just wanted to show you that. All right, cosecant is 1 over the sine of 5. And that is going to be equal to hypotenuse over opposite. So we're multiplying here. 2 times the sine of 5. And that equals 1 times a. And there again we get, I know this is in miles because the 2 miles for hypotenuse is what I put in there. So that same unit would apply here. And again, if you wanted to convert it to feet, you could do that. A radio tower is supported by a wire anchored 30 feet from its base. So this distance is 30. If the wire makes a 45-degree angle with the ground, how tall is the tower? And this is not supposed to be in here. I asked artificial intelligence to give me sine and cosecant problems, but it didn't, so let's work this one. It's okay, we can do it. It's actually probably good that it breaks our flow a little bit. We do not know hypotenuse, nor do we care. We don't know opposite, but we want to. And we know adjacent is 30 feet, and we know theta. So this time I need TOA. I'm dealing with the tangent of 45. And that is opposite, which is the tower, over adjacent, which is 30. So they slipped a tangent in here on me, but that's okay. Guess we could say that we're finding out if we're paying attention. And usually I'm not, but this time I was. So the tangent is also 30 feet. The tower is 30 feet, not the tangent, the tower. And we're not going to do this, but the reciprocal, do you remember the reciprocal of tangent? It's cotangent. And since you don't use that particular one in electrical much, we're not going to worry about that one. Here we're doing cosecant, and you do use cosecant with electrical. So that's why I want you to see the relationship between sine and cosecant. But tangent, we're not going to fool with the reciprocal on that one. You could do it if you had to. It would be 1 over tangent, in this case of 45, equals, tangent is O over A, so we want A over O, which would be 30 over opposite. All right, a roller coaster track rises at a 20-degree incline for 100 feet. How much vertical height does it gain? So here we're back to hypotenuse, opposite, and tangents. So this one we can do sine. Sine is opposite, which we don't know, over hypotenuse. And we're going to multiply both sides by 100. So V is approximately 100 times the sine of 20. About 34.20 feet. So that roller coaster, when it's at this point, is 34 feet off the ground. That is not for me. Cosecant is defined as 1 over the sine of theta. It is also defined as hypotenuse over opposite. So 100 times the sine of 20 equals 1V. So V is about 34 feet. Sine and its reciprocal, cosecant.